Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Life with Marianne and Joe. Thanks for stopping by today to see what's going on in my part of the world. So today, believe it or not, I am continuing with my Spring Easter 2022 series. Is this the 8 millionth video in this series? I think so. It seems like that way anyway. But so today's episode is going to be the centerpiece for the dining room table. And then following that, the following video will be the rest of the dining room. And then the following video will finally be the Spring Easter house tour. It seems like this has been going on a long time. It has been taking me a while because I've been constructing so much of this stuff that I've been using. So I hope you've been enjoying it. Like always, thank you so much for stopping by. If you just stumbled on me, please subscribe to my channel. And I think you might be interested in some of the content that I present. I try to do things that are a little bit off the beaten track as far as decorating for holidays anyway. But we do a lot of other things on this channel as well. And a thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. It helps get my videos out to more people. So I really do appreciate that. And of course, all your comments. Sometimes I don't get to answer as much as I want to, but I do give a heart. I read every single one of them. So please, I love hearing from you guys. Thanks so much. All right, so let's get into the video today. It is the centerpiece for the dining room table, and I really like it. I hope you do too. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we come up with for the dining room table. And I'm ready to go. Clear slate. First thing I'm going to start with, like so many of us start with, is some kind of grass runner. And again, this is a piece of the grass carpet I have. So you can see there's a slit in it, but you won't see it once I have everything on it. So this is what I'm starting with. And I have plenty of room around the outside. Even if we were going to eat here, there would be room in the middle, but we would never do that because, you know, Marianne wants the table absolutely cleared off so she can put all her delicious food on here. Okay, so let's see if we can create a little magic here. I need a riser first. You know, I've been debating so many things for this centerpiece. Sorry, I walked away and I don't have a mic on me. I've been debating so many things for this centerpiece. I was going to make a log for in here. Then I was going to do like a window box kind of thing. And then I was going to do wicker baskets. And then I was going to do, I had this idea in my head what I wanted to do the whole time. And it all revolves around this one idea of an umbrella. But, you know, for April showers, bring May flowers kind of thing. But it was so difficult finding something I wanted, but I did find it. But I was thinking, how am I going to showcase it the best I can? And I'm running out of time because, you know, time's ticking on now, and I just want to get done because I have to start cutting the grass and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to use this as my riser, and I think that'll be high enough for what I need to do. All right, next I am going to put a piece of garland around the bottom of it. Now you're saying, well, why didn't you just use a wreath? And I could say, yep, Joe, why didn't you just use a wreath? And the reason is because the wreaths are all in the bin, and I don't want to take it out. I don't want to open up the bins, you know, and it's just not necessary. And this will function just as well. So I just need to. I'm sorry, is my back there the whole time? I think so. And I'm just going to, you know, fix this a little bit so that we can see just a little bit of this greenery, and I mean a little bit. I want to make sure that, okay, so, because then once I start locking this in, it's going to be impossible to move. All right. And this is why every time I just get done picking up these little needles, we find more. And P.S. they drive Mary Ann up the wall. For real. Up the wall. Like every time she finds one, she has to make a special call to me that she found one. Okay. So anyway, all right, so I kind of tucked it in because we really don't want to see it that much, right? So it's just there. It's going to be used as a base like I always use it. All right, now, the next thing I'm going to put in are these, which I got from the Dollar Tree last year. And I know people that saw the video when I was going through the bin are saying, Joseph, you said that you were not using those. And I wasn't going to use them. But you know what? I am going to use them because you know I'm all about using what I have and recycling as much as I can. So here we go. I'm going to put these in. Okay? Like this. And I'm going to stop the video because I'm probably going to speed this part up. All right, so I just did a simple method, the 4 pinks in like 12, 6, 3, and 9, and then the blues the same way. All right, so I have 4 pinks and 4 blues in there, but we're seeing a little bit too much garland, so I got some greenery, and I'm going to put that in. I'm trying to see here what I have. So, I think maybe this one. I'm going to take this pink out because I should have put that in first. And of course it's locked in now. And I have to find where to unlock it. Okay. I was just watching Mean Girls on TV, and I get such a kick out of that movie. I guess because it reminds me so much of the kids that I taught, and they can really be mean, but the way they do it in that movie is just too funny. And I've seen it about a bazillion times, but when I see it's on, I'm like, oh, let me watch it a little bit. And I wind up watching the whole thing. Very funny, especially the gymnasium scene is hysterical. Okay. So, yeah. So a lot of people always ask what I taught. I think a lot of people think I taught art. And actually, I was a science teacher. I taught AP biology and bio. And for those of you that don't know, Mary Ann was also a science teacher, but she became a supervisor. She was the district supervisor of science. So technically, she was my boss in school. I was in her department. And she was a great supervisor, not because she was my wife, but because she was a supervisor. She treated the department with such care and did so much for the people in the department. I don't even know if they realized how much she was actually doing. Because as the years progressed, they were expecting us to do more and more ridiculous paperwork, but, forgetting that we had to teach, So she used to try to help ease that burden on many of us, on the whole department, so that we could do what we were there to do, teach the kids. Yeah, so actually, Mary Ann and I'm going to cut this pick so I can use these flowers. Mary and I met in college. We were lab partners. We were pre-dental majors. We were both going to be dentists. And twist of fate. And Mary Ann went into teaching first. And then I started teaching. I was getting my master's degree. and teaching at the college. Marianne did her master's degree at the speed of light, and she went into teaching, and maybe that's what made me think about the profession as well. And you know what? It is tough. It's tough. You know, we taught in an urban school, and the kids were absolutely wonderful, but it was tough. And I love so many of them, and I remember them so fondly. And it's wonderful that, you know, kids that I had 30 years ago still call me Mr. Sinkyu, and they're so respectful. They're so wonderful. So it is a great profession. It's a tough profession and definitely underpaid, but it keeps you young, that's for sure. Okay, so back to this arrangement. So I am adding in these yellow flowers, and you'll see why in a second. But, you know, there's so much yellow in spring. I think it's one of the most prevalent colors that we see. And oh, hey, my daffodils are blooming outside, and that was really great to see today when I opened the garage door and there was some daffodils blooming. I don't know, what do you think? Should I put these in? Should I put some of these in? I'm going to try it. Let me see how it looks. You know, a friend of ours once said that the world is alive with color, and we should not be afraid to use color. And I think it is a fear for many of us because we think it might look tacky or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know why people are afraid to use color, but I mean, something like this, you should not be afraid. Painting your wall, you know, but it's only paint. You can just paint it again, right? And everything I'm reading, they're talking about that the trends are moving away from gray and white. So we may be seeing more color in our lives. Not me, because I never really changed, you know, I never did all that white thing. I mean, it's pretty, but it's just white. Okay, so what do you think of that so far? Okay, that looks pretty good. I think I like it right now, and let me get the next piece. All right, so this plate was green, and it faded really badly, and it looked really, really crappy. So what I did was I painted the center gray, and I painted the outside that lilac and purple, and if you can see, yep, I put glitter on it. I couldn't help myself. I don't usually use glitter in the spring and Easter, but I thought this might just look really good. And I'm going to put this right here on top of the cake plate. See that? And I'm going to show you why. Hold on. I'm not going to put you on pause. All right, so I was searching and searching and searching for something. I wanted two kids under an umbrella sitting here because I'm going to do something special from the chandelier. So I wanted two kids sitting under an umbrella. I found them. They were $352. So I was like, whoa, you know, I didn't want to spend that for that because I get tired of things really fast, and I am not going to spend $352 on something that I might not ever use again, and the size was ridiculous. So I went into TJ Maxx the other day. I went to the Dollar Zone, and TJ Maxx was right next door, and I said, you know what, I usually don't find anything in there, but let me take a look in there, and look what I spotted in there. Is this not the cutest thing? And I got it for, I think it was $16.99. Now, I was searching for some ideas online the other day. I Googled it, and I Googled rabbits with umbrellas, and this came up. And I saw it on the FAO Schwartz website for $56. And so, of course, I went to check right away, and look, it is FAO Schwartz. So talk about a good deal on this, right? $16.99, and it is selling right now for $56. And look how really cute it is. So I am going, and that's why I painted that gray, because this is gray. So here you go. I'm going to put my rabbit family right there. All right, now I have a special application that I'm going to be doing from the chandelier, but I have to get all those pieces ready. So I will be back with you. It'll only be a second for you, but it's going to be a little bit of time for me. All right, so my inspiration was that umbrella thing. So I wanted to create kind of like it looks like it's raining on them. So I'm using these crystal beads from Christmas, from one of my Christmas things. I had to actually go into a bin, and I'm going to use a hook like this, and I'm just wrapping around the top like this, right? See, so I have the hook right there like that, and hold on, I'm going to hang it on the chandelier. All right, you ready? It's not done, but it's almost done, and I can't wait to show you. See what I did? Let me back it up. So it looks like it's raining down on the rabbits with the umbrellas. April showers. But I have to I'm going to add something to the end of these. All right, so to complete the magic, I'm putting these on. Now, for those of you who know me, I'm sure you've seen these many times. I use them at Christmas time to give that drippy effect on the trees. Sometimes I use them on the railing and whatnot. Anytime I do an icy scene, I kind of use these, but they do get lost because there's so much stuff for Christmas, but they're very obvious here, and I'm going to show you that, and I really think it looks magical. All right, so take a look at that. Look how pretty that looks. And this was in my head for the dining room. This is why I was going crazy looking for the umbrella scene, girl and boy, or whatever I could find that had an umbrella. But take a look at that, how pretty that looks. Okay, I think it looks magical. Anyway, so now I have to finish this, and so hold on. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hope everybody's doing okay. You take care, and I'll be seeing you really soon in the next video. Bye-bye for now.